Now that I'm finally getting some time back to do some more videos, I've got lots of Ask Rachel questions to answer. So the first one comes from Dan, and he asks, how would I feel if a game company came to me and said they wanted to base a character off of me for their new game? I'd fucking love it, of course. I would love it. It would be like the best thing ever. I'd hope that the character would be super badass and not boring. And I'd really want to know like what their vision of me would be. Like, if they were to make a character based on me, I would love to see, yeah, what their take on me. I mean, would I be like a super crazy warrior, or would I be like adorable and kill things and with hearts coming out of my butt? I don't know. That would be probably what I'd be most interested in, but it would be super awesome. I would love it. I don't care. It would just be awesome. Next, 2 questions come from Paxton G. His first one is, do you hate politics? Absolutely. It's not that I hate politics as politics, but I hate what people turn into when politics are involved. I view both politics and religion as a personal choice and a personal opinion that should be kept personal. One terrible thing about social media is it's given everybody this false sense of self-importance, and everybody feels like they need to voice their opinion on everything, and everybody must agree with them or be damned. His second question is, if I was an action figure, what would my accessories be? I would definitely come with a video game controller, a Starbucks cup, and Yoshi. I couldn't even live with 2 out of the 3. I have to have all 3 things in my life to be absolutely my happiest. And then Nick Knack has a question, and he says, how would I rank all the past Saints Row games from least favorite to favorite? Really probably how the order they've come out. I really didn't like the first one. I thought the first one felt like they kind of were wanting to rip off GTA, but they weren't quite sure what they wanted to make with the game. The first Saints Row just felt like they didn't have their true vision of where they wanted to go with the game or with the series. The second one, they started to get their groove. The third one, definitely they found their audience, and they definitely found their groove, and they definitely found exactly what that game was meant to be. And the fourth one was all hell breaking loose, and it was amazing. I love Saints Row. I adore Saints Row. It's one of my favorite series, starting with the third one. And then the fourth one, I would say, is the best in the series. And even Gat Out of Hell is really, really good. If you haven't played Saints Row, you can skip 1 through 2 and play 3. And if you really don't even want to go as far back as 3, just play 4. You'll love it. It's great. It's just batshit crazy, and it's amazing. And then Matthew F. asks, if I could time travel, where would I go? Where would I go? I don't know. I've thought about that before. I think it'd be kind of cool to go back to, like, olden times, I don't know, when they didn't even have TV or something, and then just go in there and showing them, like, my iPhone, and then they'd be like, oh my god, she's a god! That'd be cool. If I could just go anywhere, though, I'd probably want to go to the opening of Disneyland. That'd be cool, and just get to experience what it was before it is not what it is now, which isn't a bad thing. Just, it'd be cool to see what it was at the beginning. And then to be there with Walt would be even better. And I'd love it if I could go and tell him how amazing Disneyland and Disney World was going to be, and how he's changed millions of people's lives and continue to change and shape millions of people's lives, or millions of people's lives. That's what I would definitely do, is go back in time and just tell Walt Disney how fucking awesome he is. Jesse has like a 3-parter. He says, what do you do for a living? What were you doing for a living 5 years ago? And what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? The answer to the last 2 questions is the same that I do now. What I do for a living is I make YouTube videos, which I've really sucked at lately. I am so sorry. Also, I go to cons. I travel a lot and appear at cons and cosplay. I sell prints online. I have a Patreon. Basically, what I do for a living is cosplay and video games. About 5 years ago, I was still doing the same, but I think it was geared a lot more towards making reviews and doing video game content. I started off in the video game cosplay nerd industry or whatever as a video game reviewer, as a journalist. I wrote for several different websites and video game magazines and stuff reviewing games. And when print died, I moved on to video and started doing a lot of video coverage, YouTube, also going to cons and covering press events and stuff like that within games. And then my love for gaming is what got me into cosplay. My number 1 love is still gaming, 100%. I love cosplay, but if I didn't love gaming as much as I did, I wouldn't really get the enjoyment that I do out of cosplay. Gaming is my true love. It's why I live and breathe. And then cosplay is a really awesome career opportunity I've been able and been lucky enough to been able to do because of my passion for games. So what I see myself doing in 5 years is hopefully still doing the same. I will be playing games until the day I die. I've been doing it since I can remember, since I was a wee little Rachel, and I plan on doing it forever and ever and ever. I don't see any reason why I would ever quit. Unless they stop making video games and they just make Call of Duty all the time. Then I would quit. Probably not still. Yeah, I probably still wouldn't. I would just be pissed off all the time that all I could play was Call of Duty. But I will still hopefully be doing the same thing that I'm doing now because I love it so much that I don't ever want to quit. And then lastly is Glatorian004 who says, have you played Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas? If so, what do you think? I have. I'd never played Fallout 1 or 2, although I hear they are very different games than Fallout 3 and 4 and New Vegas. But yes, I've played Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4. I love them. I think Fallout 4 is one of... I think Fallout 4 is probably the one I like the most out of that series. Fallout New Vegas was fun. It just didn't have the same feeling as Fallout 3. And it was just kind of like a hodgepodge and just a train wreck of bugs. But there were a lot of silly bugs and stuff, but I really liked Fallout 3. I feel like Fallout 4 is a more perfected version of Fallout 3, but I still feel like Fallout 4 has a lot of room to grow and a lot of things that they still need to tweak and fix and really, really grasp before a new Fallout, hopefully. Yeah, but I love them. They're great. But anyways, if you want to send me any questions, just email it to me at raychulmoore@gmail.com and put Ask Rachel in the subject line. And as always, thank you guys for watching so much. I love the hell out of you.